Welcome to another episode of the Orlando Magic Rebuild. This is game 2 of the NBA Finals against the Memphis Grizzlies. I won't lie, y'all. I'll be honest. The first game was tough. The first game is why I took a break, about a month break from this series. We beat them by 40 plus points on their home floor in the NBA Finals, and it just didn't feel right. Coming off of that at Eastern Conference Finals against the Hawks, where everything was tight, exciting, and competitive, for us to then come all the way to the NBA Finals and blow a team out by 40 on their home court, it took a lot of inspiration out of me. But not to spoil anything in this particular game, it was a lot different. This was a much more competitive game that got my juices back flowing and liven me up for this series again. And I think you guys are going to be a lot more pleased with how this game is, just from a excitement and an entertainment vibe. It's a lot more better. So we win the tip this time. First game, I think Jared Allen won. We controlled the basketball. Went back to the original camera view. A lot of people in the comments, not a lot, but a few people said they preferred this one. So I listened to my viewers. Like I tell you all the time, we one big family. I listen to y'all input. So I reverted back to the 2K. And in the first possession, Malcolm Brogdon doing Malcolm Brogdon things, good basketball, good movements. We knocked it down 2-0. A lot of people ask me about my difficulty. We hit the mismatch, foul, and I play on set sliders, ladies and gentlemen. For those that are new or forgot, Sim Gaming Network does sliders to make it ultra competitive. Ja Morant hits the open three. They tie it up at 3. The default presets of difficulty in 2K aren't challenging enough for me. Even on Hall of Fame, it's just very predictable. So I use sliders from professional testers, and Sim Gaming Network has put in countless amount of hours across many different gaming platforms or franchises. This is a superstar move by Kuminga. He does sliders for MLB The Show, Madden, 2K, golf. This is a guy that tests them all day and every day. He tests his sliders more than he plays the actual games. So I use his to make it more competitive, and I take some of his tips. Like you see, I don't use a meter, because a meter can be cheesy and can be an advantage for a user over CPU. If I mastered somebody's shot release and can green it all the time, then that can make it a little bit more easy for me. But what I do is I play on real player percentage. Nice 3 by Mo Bamba, which puts it into the game's hands. Real player percentage at the free throw line or for regular shots, it values the player that you're shooting with and the quality of the shot. So like that mid-range shot from Jonathan Isaac, which gives us a 10-5 lead, they're rewarding those shots because of how open they are. So it forces me to run sets. A lot of guys that you'll see in these series, or they make 2K content like I'm doing, nice finish by Ja Morant, they can just take over with guys. Like I watch some guys and they don't run sets. They ISO and they just, go around guys and dunk or green, as Dillon Brooks ties it up at 10 with that 3. And it's not a challenge, you know what I mean? Or it doesn't look as appealing or realistic as some of my games in the series. Because when you watch me, like now, as Ja Morant flushes and gives them a 2-point lead, it's not real. In real life, they run sets. You have offenses. You have to play to your strengths and your weaknesses. Turnaround jumper by Jaren Jackson over the smaller defender goes in. They're rolling. Like I said, they came out the gate much more competitive. But as you can see now, we're running a set play. It isn't just isolation, pick and roll all game. I'm actually running sets 90% of the time we come down on the floor, because on this particular roster that I don't have an isolation guy who can just take it and go. Alley-oop to Jared Allen gives them a 16-11 lead. Pull up mid-range from Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier is a solid isolation guy, but he's not that good of an isolation scorer where we can piggyback off him for entire stretches of games. That is a special move by Jonathan Kuminga. 16-15, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Really ultra competitive. Ja Morant with a tough finish. Ja Morant is the real deal. We've had our hands full with point guards. If y'all remember early in the series when we played the Celtics, Game 1, Kemba destroyed us. Then we end up playing against Trae Young in the Eastern Conference Finals. Y'all saw what he did to us. Now we got our hands full with Ja Morant. He's the opposite of opposite of Trae, because Trae did a lot of outside shooting, and you see Brandon Clark knocking down a tough contested shot, man. He was big this game. Good pass from Terry Rozier. Got them calling timeout. Tough shot from Desmond Bane. That was a difference, I'll say. Their key players, especially some of the bench players, stepped up. Though they didn't have crazy games, they made key plays. Like DeAnthony Melton right there with that dunk. He was crucial. Tough buzzer beater from RJ Hampton. Got the review. We hit a few buzzer beaters this game, man, at the end of quarters. And they're basically saying we made it. We countered it. 25-23 after the first. Ultra competitive. But yeah, as I was saying with the sliders, man, that's what I do. I know a lot of people watch my series and watch my 2K videos and whatnot, and they want to mirror or have some similarity in their own franchises or my leagues or whatever, my NBAs. That's what I do. I discovered Sim Gaming Network through Operation Sports. And like I said, man, you'll be surprised by how many people we have in this basketball community, as RJ Hampton comes off the screen and hits another three, that put in work like Sim Gaming Network for sliders. RJ Hampton knocks the free throws down. Again, another one. That's a quick 10 for him. RJ Hampton is so special. His future is bright, man. Dylan Brooks, corner three, 28-30. Like I said, this second unit, some of their role players stepped up big. As you can see, they don't have Ja in this lineup right now on the floor, and they were still able to be somewhat competitive. In game one, I think that was the biggest downfall for them, as DeAnthony Melton gives them a 2-point lead. Dylan Brooks in the corner again. Valanciunas on a tip in. Big. That front court depth that they have, for them to go Jared Allen and Jaren Jackson as their starters. Then off the bench, you have Valanciunas and Brandon Clark. They're super loaded in the front court. But yeah, last game when they took out Ja, it all went downhill after a competitive first quarter. And you see they're doing a thing, 36-32. They got a bit of a movement. Valanciunas real active. Terry Rozier comes back in, gets right back to business. Nice 3, 36-35. DeAnthony Melton, incredible pass to Jaren Jackson, who spots up. He is really good, man. They have a really nice duo with him and Ja Morant. But yeah, like I was saying, you'll be surprised by how many people in the community really put dedicated hours into the game for things like sliders, to give the realest experience that you can get from 2K, that 2K has to offer. A lot of the default things, 2K, as we know, it's not been in their forte to put that much emphasis on it. So, the default settings that they have aren't the best. And I thrive on playing realistic styles and realistic ways. And Operation Sports, YouTube, you got to go out and put some time in to find the guys. They don't always have the biggest platforms or biggest names. And, oh my gosh, Ja Morant and one dunk. They go up 44-39. And Chuma can't even believe it. He's looking at the replay himself. But yeah, some of the guys that may not have the biggest names or biggest followings put in a lot of great work into the game and offer real experiences. Just like my guy, the infamous NY, he has some of the best draft classes. He's why I bought a PlayStation 5, because when I wanted to make my YouTube content, I wanted to use his draft classes. As Chuma Okeke misses the three. Mo Bamba works. Put back. Mo Bamba had a great game this game. 41-45. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Kuminga going downhill, getting to the free throw line. That's what we pay him the money to do. Good dump back. Mo Bamba to the free throw line. Ja Morant first. 45-43. Mo Bamba ties it up to 45-45. Tough competitive game, man. Very, very tough. This Grizzly team got a lot of different guys that can get it. And there's one of them, Grayson Allen. Seems like he made a lot of big plays when they needed it. If we come back down, we tied up. Terry Rozier starting to feel it, getting into his bag. Mismatch again. We have to expose that. We have to. Too many times we don't take advantage of Mo Bamba. He's not the typical post guy. But when we have mismatches like that, I think we have to take advantage. But yeah, draft classes are a big part of it for me. And I like guys who have the real faces and really take time in it. But I put a lot of attention and detail into my series, man. And I like challenges. I like competitiveness. So I never play on anything that's too easy. And I never play on anything that's extremely hard either. The basis of the series, as we get the and one to take a 3-point lead, 52-49, the basis of the series is to be challenging, but people want to see results. You don't want to make it tough to where it's unrealistic. I've had settings so tough, because it was one point with Sim Gaming Network, as Jonas Valanciunas makes it a 1-point game. He'll hit me up for feedback to make it as challenging as possible. And there was times where I boosted certain things on my own, and guys will come back and like random guys are just killing you. And it's like, well, that's also not real. So I don't want to make it to where it's not real. And the fact that I'm losing to teams I shouldn't be losing to, or I got random guys giving me 20 or 30 points. Look at the pass from Ja Morant. I just want it to be challenging. And I want it to be somewhat realistic as far as my roster moves. I never want to take advantage or manipulate the CPU to better up my rebuild. Nice finish from RJ Hampton. So I always try to make trades that are equal value. Another good finish from Valanciunas. And yeah, same thing with my sliders, man. I want it to be challenging to where it's not easy and I'm just doing whatever I want. I actually want the CPU to have chances to win the game, but I'm also not going to make it impossible for myself to win. You know what I mean? So that's that answers for some of the guys that were trying to get feedback so they can have some similar results or similar playing experiences. Good screen, Cole Anthony. We need that from Cole Anthony. Cole Anthony has done a good job all playoffs being a facilitator and assist playmaker for that second unit, but we do need him at times to be aggressive scoring wise. 63-61, 3 minutes left in the third. Ja Morant ties it up 63-63. RJ Hampton, in his second unit, I like to go to RJ Hampton because he can do things like that. You know what I mean? Gives us a 65, 63-point lead. RJ Hampton, I think, over the course of this season and this series, has made long strides as a legit six-man guy who can carry your second unit when you need it. And Ja Morant just has an answer for everything. 68-65. The Memphis Grizzlies in the third quarter extremely well. Look at that pass converted into alley-oop. We come back with an alley-oop. RJ Hampton to Brogdon. Brogdon lays it up. 70-67. Ja Morant. Look at that play. Look at that. Incredible find, incredible shot from De'Anthony Melton. And again, like I said, we hit another buzzer beater. They're going to review it, and they're going to count it. And it goes from 73-70. We're down 3 going into the fourth quarter. Ja Morant doing anything he wants on the court right now. That pass was incredible. And then the other sling pass to De'Anthony Melton in the corner for their last 3 was also incredible. It's going to be a tough fourth quarter. Got to try to find a way to slow Ja Morant down. Again, assist of the game. He's scoring. He's dunking and ones, layups. He's hitting 3-point shots off the dribble, spotting up. So we got to come out the gate in this fourth quarter and try to put some pressure on Ja. Big time shot from Kuminga. Seems like he's developing into a star himself throughout these playoffs. We've seen all the highlight dunks throughout the playoffs, but in this specific game in itself, he's already hit. Look at Grayson Allen. Big shot. He's already hit a turnaround fade, off the dribble mid-range shot. He just hit a 3-point shot. Kuminga's putting it all together before our eyes. And there's another 3-point shot. Missed. Jonathan Isaac with the putback. 76-75. Grayson Allen to Jared Allen. Bucket. 75-78. Mobama got to get down there defensively and get a presence going. That's too easy for Ja. Offensive rebound. 80-75. Down 5 points. We need a bucket. Kuminga gets to the free throw line. Jaren Jackson got another foul. Kuminga again. Downhill. Foul on Ja Morant. He only makes 1 or 2. 80-77. Oh my gosh. Terry Rozier. That snatchback. How many times throughout these playoffs of this series has... Oh my gosh. What a pass by Kuminga, man. He put it all together. That dude is special. That dude is special. How many times have we seen Terry Rozier snatch somebody's ankles, though, is what I was saying. 83-82. Jaren Jackson responds. This is when the game starts to get exciting and intense. Look at them. Another 3. 86-82. Flowing. The game is getting crazy. We're going back to back to back. Terry Rozier answers again. That's what we love from Terry. Again, like I said, he's not a guy that carries us isolation heavy throughout the course of a game, but he has timely buckets. Tough shot from Dylan Brooks. He's hit tough shot after tough shot. He ain't scoring 25 plus or anything like that, but he scores some tough shots. Jonathan Isaac with a 3, 88 to 88, going back and forth, back and forth. Grayson Allen with the ball. Terry Rozier in good defensive positioning, crowding him. Grayson Allen dribbling the ball out, posting him up, mismatch, use his size. Another big bucket from Grayson Allen, 90 to 88. Jonathan Isaac, pass to Terry Rozier, bucket. We take a 1-point lead. That's 3 threes in this quarter for Terry Rozier, 91 to 90. Here's Ja time. Ja, and I thought that was going to be an and one. Foul on Mo Bamba, 91 to 91. Tie game, last 2 minutes left. Kuminga, big time bucket off the catch, 93 to 91, 2-point lead. Jaren Jackson, money, butter, 94 to 93, back and forth like a boxing match, guys. Back and forth, back and forth. Terry Rozier, right over Jaren Jackson. 1-point lead. Last minute and 40 seconds. Ja breaking down Brogdon. Screen from Jared Allen. Baseline shot, missed, but because Mo Bamba has to contest him, it gives up the offensive rebound 90% of the time. Terry Rozier against Ja Morant got Allen up in the air. Jonathan Isaac, don't know how he made this, but it was so big for us. 97 to 96, we're at the free throw line. They foul us 98 to 96 as Brogdon knocks down the free throw. And then Brogdon knocks another one down and give us a 99 to 96 lead, 3-point lead. Ja Morant gets it out of the timeout. And look at Ja Morant. And one dunk over Brogdon, 98 to 99. It does not get more clutch than that. Then he points at him, talk shit. This is my house, is what he's saying. Look at him. He can't guard me. They telling him, just knock it down, Ja. We're going to OT. Can Ja knock it down, or will he fail his teammates in the city of Memphis as they try to tie the series up 1-1 after a 40-point loss in Game 1? Of course he doesn't. 99 to 99. Terry Rozier. Y'all know what's going on. Stop it. But it has to be reviewed, like the other 2 buzzer beaters we had. Terry Rozier clapping. We got guys in the background happy. Can't get too excited. Got to get the review. Talk to us, ref. Secaucus, what's it going to be? Can we get the word? Bucket. Count it. The Orlando Magic take a 2-0 lead as Terry Rozier hits another heroic shot on this magical, no pun intended, journey that the Orlando Magic have put together as they are now 2 wins away from hoisting the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Guys celebrate, then they remember, we still got 2 more wins. Let's be cool. Let's be cool. Incredible game, ladies and gentlemen. Like I told y'all, Game 1 was a 40-point win. No heroics, no theatrics, very boring. It was boring to me too. I know it was boring to watch. But Game 2, Memphis came with a different game plan. Ja Morant was good. Jaren Jackson was good. We'll take a look at their numbers just to show not too many differences from Game 1. Ja had 29, 6, and 8. 4 turnovers. I don't think he had a single turnover in Game 1. 11 of 25, 2 of 5 from 3, 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Even when you look at Jaren Jackson, he was hurt in Game 1 by foul trouble. He only had 3 fouls this game. 7 of 17, 2 of 7 from 3. Seems like he made all the big threes. 2 blocks and a steal, 18 and 5. Grayson Allen, 10, 2 and 2 steals. 2 of 6 from 3. DeAnthony Melton, 9, 5, 3 and 3 steals. 3 of 6 from the field. Had a big time 3. Dylan Brooks made all type of contested tough shots with 8 points, 3 rebounds, 8 and 12 with a block for Jared Allen, 4 or 5 from the field, 8 and 7 for Valanciunas, 7 and 4, and an assist from Clark. Desmond Bane with 2 points. He had a tough pull-up mid-range shot. So they're getting it together. Our guys came with it down the stretch. 5 of 9 from 3, 8 of 15 for Terry Rozier, 21, 4 and 7, 17 and 9 for Jonathan Kuminga. We look at Jonathan Isaac with 16 and 9. Those two really played well. 2 blocks, 16 points off the bench for RJ Hampton, 5 of 12, 2 for 5 from 3. And then 15 and 8 from Obamba with a block and a steal, 5 of 8, 1 of 2 from 3. Very good game from him. 11, 8 and 2 from Brogdon. Struggled from the field, but still made his presence. 6 and 3 from Cole Anthony. 3 turnovers, but we need him to get aggressive scoring the ball wise. Okeke was 0 and 4. Moses Brown 0 and 4. We'll do team comparisons as we end this. As always, I'm Pee Wee the Plug. This is the Orlando Magic series. I will see you guys for Game 3. I'm out.